A great oppressor is the one who begins injustice. Judge Omar bin Abi Layla once narrated an astonishing event from his time as a judge. One day, while I was sitting in my court, an old woman and a young woman came before me. The old woman began speaking immediately. Then the young woman said, "May God grant goodness to the judge. Tell her to be quiet. I will speak about myself, and if I make any mistake, she will correct me." The judge silenced the old woman. The young woman said, "This old woman is my aunt. When my father passed away, he left me in her care. She raised me well. When I grew up, she asked me about marriage. I had no objection, as any young woman would not. She married me to a goldsmith. We were both like flowers. He thought God had created no one besides me, and I thought no one was created besides him. He went to the market every day and returned home in the evening. When my aunt saw the love between us, she became jealous. One day, she dressed her daughter beautifully and sent her to me as my husband arrived. When he saw her, he asked my aunt for her hand in marriage. She said, "There is one condition. You must leave your wife's matters in my hands." He agreed. She gave him 3 divorces. Then she married her daughter to him, and he lived with her the same way, leaving in the morning and returning in the evening. When my waiting period ended, I asked my aunt if I could move elsewhere. She agreed. I moved. After a long absence, my aunt's husband returned. He asked about me. She told him I was married, divorced, and living elsewhere. He said he must visit me to comfort me. When I learned he was coming, I dressed carefully and appeared before him. He greeted me and consoled me for my suffering. Then he said, "I still have some youth left. If I marry you, would you object?" I said no, but requested that my aunt's matter be in my hands. He agreed, and I gave him 3 divorces. He moved into my house with his belongings as a traveler, with 6,000 dirhams. He stayed for some time and then died after falling ill. When my waiting period ended, my first husband came to offer condolences. When I saw him, I dressed carefully and approached him. He said, "You know, you were the most beloved to me. Now it is lawful for us to reunite. What is your opinion?" I said I had no objection, but asked him to leave my aunt's daughter's matter in my hands. He agreed, and I gave him 3 divorces. The old woman jumped up and said, "May God grant goodness to the judge. I only did this once, while he did it twice." Judge Omar bin Muhammad Abi Layla said, "An eye for an eye. The one who begins oppression is the greatest oppressor. Go home." The lesson is clear. Whoever digs a pit for others falls into it themselves. Every person should avoid oppression and learn from this event. May God grant us understanding. Amen. React with comment, like, and share. Stay safe.